Day 6 of making the starting 11 of the worst players to play for Arsenal. I think saying the word worst I've seen has made people think that these players are terrible. Some of these players may not be terrible. It's just that within the time they were in Arsenal, they were not good players. They didn't perform well. Like yesterday's player, Tierney. Yes, he's not a terrible player. Yes, he is not the worst player we've ever seen at left back. But the fact that he's injury prone, he was always injured when he played for us. And the reasons, for those reasons, plus when he came onto the pitch, we didn't see much of Tierney. That, for me, shows that he's not the best player to ever play for Arsenal. Because don't forget, we are talking about the mighty Gunners. We have seen legends, world class, and wonderful players, not signings, but also the academy. So the standards that our club has set is so high that some of these players may not be playing terrible, but also their availability has made them not the best players to ever seen in Arsenal history. And this is why this certain player also makes the list. And that player is Vieira. Fabio Vieira has to make this list within our first midfielders to ever talk about. And I'm starting with him because he was not a terrible player. He's not terrible. He's not a dismal to watch. But one thing's for sure, his career at Arsenal was not the one that's not the best career to ever have when it comes to being at Arsenal. And Vieira was the great example of that. You'll be gone for very long, and that makes your time at Arsenal not great at all. You get me? He's injury prone. The injuries got to him. And that, since you are not available, that does not make it an excuse to not be a bad player to ever play for Arsenal. And this is why he has to make it to the list. You may say that he may had one or two good performances, but that doesn't change the overall season. And there's many factors to that. As we talk about his injuries, look at the list. Look, even as we speak on loan, he's injured right now. 16 days, he's gone. Arsenal, 84 days plus 51. That's 100 plus days injured. Even went on loan for Porto, injured once again. His injuries have not made him available. And that, for me, means there's no consistency within the player because we cannot judge you off 1 or 2 games, but majority of the season. And that is most players within this list. These seasons, they have not performed. And not just his injuries with Vieira, there's more within his numbers. As you can see within the numbers, it's not great too. 2 assists, 1 goal, 2022-2023 season. The next season, 2 goals and 1 assist again, and a red card. These numbers never lie. And that was the thing with Fabio Vieira, is that when he was still playing, he still didn't put in the shift. He didn't put in the numbers. So this is why he has to make the list. Fabio Vieira now